Welcome to Top 10 County.
Subscribe and click on bell icon.
Today we show you
10 roads you would never want to drive on. That aforementioned stretch of road is part of the Luxor Al Hurghada Road in Egypt, which stretches along approximately 294 kilometers and takes greater than 4 hours and 30 minutes to drive. As part 2 of our Dangerous Roads series goes viral, we look at 10 roads you probably wouldn't want to drive on. These motorways are found all across the world, in all sorts of environments and at all sorts of altitudes. There are the expected mountain roads, narrow and crumbling where one small mistake means you are going for a very long fall. There are also the remote and isolated highways running through deserts and the vastness of Siberia. There are even the sea-level roads which provide their own nasty little surprise that can ruin your day, or life. We guarantee that after seeing this your daily commute will appear to be a walk in the park.
Number 10.
Patio Pulo Pertukaki Road, Greece. Pertukaki Patio Pulo is a mountain road with a length of 23.5 kilometers, located in the northeastern part of Aetolia Carnania, Greece. This road is a steep climb or descent. Over the length of this road, the elevation changes nearly 500 meters, full of twists and turns. The road is also incredibly narrow and has a sheer drop on the edges with no rail to protect vehicles from plummeting off the edge. The road starts in Pertukaki, a village at an elevation of 700 meters above the sea level, and winds uphill to Patio Pulo, rising to an altitude of 1,160 meters. Many people die on this road every year. The road is bustling with everything from pedestrians and livestock to trucks, buses and cars. Without any markings, judging distance from the edge is extremely difficult and avoiding the drops even in the light of day is hard enough, but the problem is even more apparent at night when most accidents occur. The zone is prone to heavy mist and fog, and can be dangerous in low visibility conditions.
Number 9.
Luxor Al Hurghada Road, Egypt. The road that links the ancient city of Luxor in southern Egypt and Hurghada, the regional hub for several scuba diving resorts on the Red Sea, is a death trap. It's extremely dangerous with many head-on collisions and fatal accidents due to drivers not turning on their headlights. The reason for drivers keeping their lights off is because bandits and terrorists patrol the roads and shoot at drivers. On this road between these two touristic centers, bandits, terrorist attempts to undermine the tourism industry, and frightened drivers have all combined to turn this asphalted road into a major nightmare. The violent attacks along this road are dangerous enough by themselves, and if the bandits don't get you, the terrorists probably will. On November 17, 1997, 6 gunmen from the Islamic group Jihad Talat al-Fath shot and killed 62 German tourists in Luxor in a massacre that resulted in a massive government crackdown that endures today. It's paved, marked, and appears to be relatively safe, and the drive time is just 4 hours, 37 minutes.
Number 8.
Ta Uraroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. The Ta Uraroko Gorge Road in Taiwan is another mountain route made by carving out rocks, like the Guolian Tunnel Road. Despite its name, the Central Cross Island Highway is a narrow and winding mountain road, and only a bus can barely pass by at a time. But the highway itself is truly an engineering masterpiece, as it cuts through the mountains and joins the east and west coast. It's full of blind curves, sharp turns, and narrow paths leading through cliffs and mountains. The drive is definitely worth it. The road passes through the Ta Uraroko National Park alongside the Ta Uraroko Gorge and is an appeal to the tourist, as well as a mode of transportation of marble found abundantly in the gorge. The roads through the gorge are extremely narrow with numerous bends. In addition, there are pedestrians, scooters, cars and massive tour buses all vying for the tight space. This narrow mountain road offers spectacular views for brave drivers.
Number 7.
Skippers Canyon Road, New Zealand. The Skippers Canyon Road, located in the southwest of New Zealand's South Island, is today one of New Zealand's better-known scenic roads and unbelievably scary as it's totally narrow and different to maneuver your car. This gravel road, with a length of 16,5 miles, carved by hand by miners over 140 years ago, is made from a very narrow cut in the middle of a sheer cliff face. It's a road so dangerous that your rental car insurance won't be honored if you drive on it. The road was built during the gold rush, when a precarious pack track was the only access to Skippers Township and the upper Shotover divings. Constructed between 1883 and 1890, the Skippers Road was considered a major engineering feat in its day. The miners who built the road in the late 1800s didn't think much about luxury, though it's unpaved and very narrow. Should you encounter a car driving the other way, one of you will have to back up gingerly until you can find enough room to pass. Good luck figuring out which of you that will be. The road is so narrow that if two vehicles have to pass each other, one vehicle might have to reverse for anything up to 3 kilometers of winding narrow road to get to a place wide enough to pass.
Number 6.
Hausima Highway, Philippines. Hausima Highway was considered one of the most dangerous highways in the world. Everyday commuters, transporters, tourists, and residents coming from Baguio or Mount Province drove this route, braving steep crags, narrow and sheer drop-offs, some more than 1,000 feet. But the road has now improved, and it's a lovely trip by an asphalted road tracing a circuitous path that crosses the massive Cordillera Central mountain range on the island of Luzon. Hausima Highway, also known Baguio Bontoc Road or Mountain Trail, has a length of 150 kilometers and it's a 2 to 4 lane highway that stretches from Baguio City to Bontoc, Mountain Province, in the Philippines. It also goes through some of the most remote provinces in the country. Like many under-maintained mountain roads, landslides are a hazard on the Hausima Highway, where big stones and debris tumble from peaks. And along with the cloud forests comes mist that can ruin visibility.
Number 5.
Passage de Gois, France. Passage de Gois is a natural passage with a length of 3 kilometers, 2.58 miles. Located in the Atlantic coast of France in the Vendée department. This stretch of the D948 road is periodically flooded, leading to the island of Noirmoutier in France. It is flooded twice a day by the high tide. Pack an inflatable boat for driving this 4.3 kilometers road, because just say for some crazy reason you mix up the tide times, then, like vehicles in the past, you might disappear beneath the salty brine. Located on France's Atlantic coast, the road floods twice daily with incoming tides, and as the tides go out, slippery seaweed is left all over it.
Number 4.
Tenman Mountain Road, China. A cable car was constructed by the French company Poma from nearby Zhangjiajie railway station to the top of the mountain. Tenman Mountain Cableway is claimed in tourist publications as the longest passenger cableway of high mountains in the world, with 98 cars and a total length of 7,455 meters and ascent of 1,279 meters. The highest gradient is an unusual 37 degrees. Tourists can walk on kilometers of paths built onto the cliff face at the top of the mountain, including sections with glass floors. An 11 kilometers road with 99 bends also reaches the top of the mountain and takes visitors to Tenman Cave, a national hole in the mountain of a height of 131.5 meters. A large temple is also located on the summit with chairlift or footpath access. The original temple here was built in the Tang Dynasty. Today a more recent construction with Tang Dynasty architecture occupies the site and includes a vegetarian restaurant in the 10,000 square meter setting.
Number 3.
Eyre Highway, Australia. Eyre Highway is an asphalted highway in Australia, with a length of 1,675 kilometers, 1,041 miles, linking Western Australia and South Australia via the Nullarbor Plain. It includes what is said to be the longest straight stretch of road in the country, 146.6 kilometers, 91.1 miles, without any turn. For much of its length, it can be described as a long and lonely road. This lonely road starts at Norseman, a a town located in the Goldfields Esperance region of Western Australia and ends in Port Augusta, the seventh most populous city in South Australia. The highway was opened in 1941 and includes one of the 10 longest straight stretch of road in the world, 146.6 kilometers, 91.1 miles, without any turn, between the small roadhouse communities of Baladonia and Kaiguna.
Number 2.
Karakoram Highway, China to Pakistan. The Karakoram Highway, known informally as the KKH, is said to be the highest paved international road in the world, but at its peak at the China-Pakistan border it is only paved on the Chinese side. It's the road to paradise, if you like exploring the mountains. That is, it's regarded as one of the world's hardest alpine climbs. The Karakoram Highway connects China and Pakistan across the Karakoram mountain range, through the Kuntrab Pass, at an elevation of 4,693 meters, 15,397 feet, above the sea level. The road is one of the scariest and hair-raising jeep trip in the world. 810 Pakistani and 82 Chinese workers lost their lives, mostly in landslides and falls, while building the highway. The route of the KKH traces one of the many paths of the ancient Silk Road. The road has a length of 1,300 kilometers, 800 miles, Pakistan, 887 kilometers, 551 miles, and China, 413 kilometers, 257 miles. It was started in 1959 and was completed in 1986 after 27 years of construction.
Number 1.
Zojila Pass, India. The Zojila, also known as Zojila or Zojila, is one of the important mountain passes in India. At an elevation of 11,575 feet, 3,528 meters, above the sea level, the pass lies amidst the western Himalayan mountain ranges and Srinagar. This strip of rock is not the place for a Sunday drive. It's 9 kilometers long, about 3,500 meters above sea level, and provides an important link between Ladakh and Kashmir. The pass is often closed during winter, though the Border Roads Organization, BRO, is working to extend traffic to most parts of the year. The Beacon Force unit of the BRO is responsible for clearing and maintenance of the road during winter. The Border Roads Organization takes 2 months to clean the national highway in the Zojila Pass area. On certain occasions, they complete their job before time. Arid climate makes their work simple, due to which the highway opens earlier than expected. To drive this trail, you must have supreme confidence in your vehicle and your driving skills. The pass is traversed by the Indian National Highway 1D, the Uri-Srinagar Highway.
Thanks for watching.
Like us, comment, share and subscribe us.